Ever wonder why your neighbor's house is selling faster than yours? Here's some guidance from real estate experts. And we're going to help you understand the mysterious world of home buyers and why they swipe left in some of these pictures. We're going to give you a breakdown on what to do and what not to do when posting your pictures online and definitely making your home stand out. All right, let's go straight into it. The fake it, take it, and make it method. It's very catchy, and no, it's not a new dance move. It's all about giving your home the best chance online, taking killer pictures and closing this deal like a boss. Step 1, fake it. With this, I don't mean that you have to Photoshop a mansion where your cozy cottage is. Basically means to stage your home, to make it look its absolute best. Think of it like going on a first date and wanting to wear your absolute best outfit. You're not going to show up in your pajama pants now, are you? Step 2, take it. All right, this means to take great photos. This is not the time to whip out your old flip phone. I mean taking out high quality photos. You want your pictures to resemble something that belongs in Architectural Digest. And we're going to check out some examples. Step 3, make it. Finally, let's talk about making it. This is where all your hard work pays off. Your house looks amazing, your photos look great, and buyers are flocking at your open house. Now it's time to negotiate like a pro. But remember, to get to this stage, you have to nail the first 2 steps.
Check out this listing that we found on Zillow. So you can see, for starters, this is a house that is fully painted black. So that's something just to begin with. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Plus, you can see that the pictures, they have all of these power lines, which really doesn't make it very appealing. This is something that you can maybe work on to maybe have a better angle in the picture. Also, like the house, it is a very big house, you can tell, but it does need a lot of work. And like this is something else that really confused me. It's the same house, yet there's a completely different look. Did they Photoshop this? Was this how the house looked before? So all of this is a bit confusing for the buyer. They won't know what they're actually getting into. So you can see some of the pictures, like this one, at least you can see the power line, so that's great. This is a great angle for the house, but it's a bit confusing if you have all of those previous pictures and then you have this other picture with a completely different shade. You have to show the buyers what they're gonna get. You have to be honest about that. You can give it the best lighting possible, you can give it the best presentation, but you definitely need to be forward about what they're going to get into. The backyard, for instance, I would have definitely suggested maybe keeping it a bit more trimmed. You can see all of these. It's a really nice backyard, but I would say it needs a bit more work, and maybe this angle of the picture wasn't the best. And another thing, none of the pictures are labeled. You don't know, of course, by looking, you know where you are, but it's always important to paint a picture with words. I would have removed maybe some of the more personable items like this painting and just keep it in a way more neat, nothing too personal about you, because at the end of the day, you want someone to picture themselves in this house. And the only way they can picture themselves is by picturing something that they own. They won't maybe necessarily have the same taste in artwork or decor as you. So it's better always to keep it, I would suggest, a bit more minimalistic and very clean. Like this picture, there's a lot of clutter, there's a lot happening here, and like the curtains look a bit outdated. There's a lot of details that I would have definitely suggested to improve. Some of the angles of these pictures aren't the best. This vertical picture for sure doesn't do it any justice at all. And it is overall a really nice house. You can tell it's a nice house. It does have, the pictures just do not do it justice. going to be checking out what does the house offer. Okay, so we have here everything that the house has: 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, all the appliances, each of the bedrooms, dining room, kitchen, etc. Now, this is a very important part that a lot of buyers are checking out, is the price history. So here you can tell how long the house has been on the market, what was the initial selling price, and unfortunately a lot of people, they overprice their homes. And that's never a good idea, that you have a home listed so high up, because then it's actually worse off that you keep reducing the price. It doesn't bode well for you as a seller, and it makes the buyer question, why was the house suddenly reduced so much? Why isn't anybody maybe interested in the home, if there's something wrong with the home? So this is something also you want to keep in mind when you're gonna list your home. This is a big yellow home, as you can tell. Let's check out some of these pictures. So of course, for starters, this color, I definitely think it's not going to be for everybody. It's a very unique color for sure. And even just like the yard, like so many different details that they matter for a buyer. They want to see something beautiful, they want to see something appealing, attractive, and we want to be able to give that to them. So maybe having this as a first picture wouldn't be very recommendable. The house isn't staged at all. It's completely empty. You can't really tell. And of course, it doesn't even have labels. Like, at least if it's empty, you really need to paint a picture of what each area is a potential to be. And it's a nice house, of course. It has a really nice kitchen, a lot of space. But it's important to really paint a picture, especially if you're not going to do any staging. Let's check out some more pictures here. This, I'm assuming, is the basement, which also would have been a good idea to maybe label, give an idea what is this basement about, or what the space is about, of course. I feel just a few details, just giving it a little bit of furniture, and then taking the pictures would have painted a way better idea of what the potential of the house is. So that's something that you definitely want to work on when you have your house listed. You want to showcase it in the best lighting. You want to show the best, you want to make it as attractive as possible. I really love the pictures. For starters, they actually just showcase the kitchen. This is one of the most important areas for any buyer who's gonna potentially buy your home. They want to see the kitchen. Everybody spends a lot of time in there, and this staging was just so beautifully done. Then they show you the outside of the home, the backyard, and the different areas of the home. It has a little bit of decor, but everything looks so clean, so beautiful, and really showcases all the potential the home has for you for the buyer, basically. So this is a great example of what you should do when staging your home, when taking pictures. The pictures are really nice and well lit. You could tell even like the camera they used was probably a professional photographer. It really showcases the best angles of the house, the best angles of each area. And it doesn't like drown you in one area of the house. Like some of the previous pictures, they either showcase too much of the outside of the house or one room of the house. It gives you just enough that you can see the whole house, understand it all, and it's just so well done. I really love this, how they did this listing.
I want to share with you a little story from personal experience and how important great photos, and a little effort truly are. So we got this property that was previously listed by another agent. Let's call it the house that wouldn't sell. The sellers were frustrated. The house had been on the market for months and there were no bites. So when we had a little look at what was happening, the pictures were dark, blurry, and it looked like it came out of a horror film instead of showcasing the beautiful home for what it was. So immediately we came into action, suggested a professional photographer and a 3D video tour. The 3D video tour is definitely an extra, but we find it very helpful. It gives a tour of the house to the buyer from the comfort of their home. So guess what? The house was under contract for under 30 days. This is just to show you how important pictures really are, and a little effort goes a long way. So remember, fake it, take it, make it. This is crucial to any listing. And if you want some extra help, even if we're not realtors in your area, we can always suggest a professional realtor that can help you out. You can always reach out to us.